Hello, collective, to a timeless The Devil series of mine, where we talk about the controversial devil energy, which to me, Master Seventh, who reads these energies, is just about defining the ego that isn't aware if it's operating of light or of darkness, so it wants to play a game. I am Master Seventh that reads these energies. Should you want to know what I'm all about, feel free to check out the description box below. It will give you access to many things. Some of it is reading material. Other ways is how to book a remote session healing of mind, for I am a master healer. And I provide tarot insights. Should that be something that interests you, feel free to brown nose the description box below for further detail. I'm also offering a limited amount of digital punch cards that are assigned to you if you sign up with me with every purchase of either a wellness drop or a one card reading. The 10th service is a free mini read from me. So see if that sounds interesting to you, and then check out the description box below to see if any of those messages resonate for you, and then sign up. All right. Feminine and masculine energies, like all readings, are non-gender specific, and time is irrelevant. Past, present, and future energetical timelines could always come forth within a reading. Whatever brings you here, this is a collective insight. This is not a 101, however it might feel like the 101, because it is the ego of the devil that doesn't know whether it's of light or of darkness, so it wants to play a game. It needs some structure. It needs some clarity. But the only way, 144, that it can get clarity is you, the one that feels. That's where it begins, and that's where it ends, because feelings transcribe into emotions that scribes themselves into consequences. There's nothing logical about emotions. There's nothing logical. There's nothing logical about emotions. What you may speak of and bring resolution towards bringing the complexities out, and that's a logical approach. But emotions, they're not logical. They're not logical. There's a playlist that I have that you may benefit in listening to. The song that pinged now is Look at the Sky. You can, I think you can find it not only via the link in my description box, but yeah, Look at the Sky by Osman, Osmon, Man. Alright. Let's see how the ego is dancing. Oh God. We have the Two of Cups with Justice energy and the Ten of Swords. Nothing is working in your favor. You're going left, ether's pulling you right. You're going right, the ether is pulling you left. Everything's just not feeling right. Some of you feel like you're looking at your anatomical bodies and have regrets, as I'm seeing you regret tattoos. Why? Every decision was your decision up to that very moment. Even if it meant listening to someone else about getting that tattoo done. Luckily, there's always things that can come in cycles. You can erase and replace. It is the title of one of my readings, somewhere in the collection of things. So maybe that'd be informative for you. But the Two of Cups here is not just about love. Love has got you into this mess and has you afraid of the devil. And while you've been afraid of the devil this whole entire time, it should have been the love category that had you the most scared. That while you're in it and thinking that you're in it, you're not feeling well, although you told yourself you're in it. So what's amiss? What's wrong? What are you not seeing? What cycles did you have to learn or still learning to understand there's nothing external that can weigh you down, and neither can the devil energy. Negative energy is a concept that is very difficult to explain as a healer. For my niche, for my energies, negative energy does not travel. If you have an impactful resonancy with negative energy, you feel negative energy in the presence of things, is because you're a high vibrational to understand where flawed energy is birthed from. Negative energy is like a virus. It has to have a living host to be able to go from one place to another to another. And if itself has negative energy, it anchors itself. It cannot go, it cannot move anywhere. So what has been happening over these collective echelons of time is that believing in a devil has made him active. Has made him an active energy that has catapulted into a reality of a magnetism of energy. When it wants a host, whoop, doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. The devil energy doesn't know it's operating of light and darkness, because that's the energy that it requires to filter the infinitum that is all of existence. Whether you see it flat, whether you see it whole, however you feel it to be true, whatever cognitive dissonance happens as you politically go towards the challenging narratives of this time, whatever timestamp you come across reading all these energies. The devil energy is a void energy that is active energy, because it is in charge of pushing the negative forward and keeping the positive fluid. All that is called light, because light is also duality. Light is born of darkness. So the ego that's in charge of living in the duality is yearning for some sort of control, yearning for some sort of accountability. And you're the only vessel that it's attached to teach it that discipline. You're the only one, Page of Wands. You're the only one that can take the staff of control. Form it, shape it, mold it, bend it. Is the spoon bending? Or is your perception of the spoon allowing the spoon to bend? Four of Swords. Reality is stranger than fiction. And for those of you who love to read books and fiction, have given yourself permission to have a very vast imagination. You are forced, every time that book is ended, to accept the fact that that book is not a reality. Your perspective and what you take home, or what you take as yours to be true, is how you define what's real and what's not in your world and your universe. Your fantasyism took you there. When something doesn't work your way, it's not of devil's worship. However, there are people who worship satanic. Being able to feel the difference is exactly knowing which side of the fence you want to be on. But that of which controls everything also controls that of which is deemed as satanic. Because that will never rule as however it thinks that it is ruling of anything. Because there will be a time where the rainbow children are here that will act accordingly to discipline the ego that doesn't understand if it's operating of a light or darkness through them and wants to play a game. Let's see what's the major arcana message, the major arcana oracle message. It's too many, I'm just looking for one card. Queen of Wands. The anger, the frustration, needing to see the details of a situation is maybe for you to back off a little bit and know that that is your power. Don't bring more your closeness to where it doesn't need to be, because you'll burn that of this which it is you're going close to. If that resonates, it's the darkness wanting to play a game. If you sit back and wait for the world unfold and telling you it's ready to walk through it, and that's the ego operating of lightness, so it wants to play a game. If it's confused, going in and out, well, I'll give you the variables until it's determined and exact. However many cycles it needs to get to the direction that is for the highest versions and the highest value and the highest accolade of self. However far beyond it takes you, or low, where it keeps you remained. So with the major arcana being that the message, the Queen of Wands, a minor arcana to this major arcana is saying it's that personal. It's that hitting home to the mind of the mental, the spirit of the soul, the spirit of the mind, spirit of the heart. And the ether of your existence, the energy, and whatever labels you need to understand to get to that arc existence, 1122, to understand that all of that is yours. And the sirens to back up 6 feet was the ego of darkness wanting to play a game with you. And every time you backed up, you stepped into the ego that's operating with darkness. We're in a world where we back away from each other. In a world that's convoluted and fucking shit. The moon, it doesn't know what is going on. Reaps all the rewards of the sun energy, but forgets why they get so inspired to feel at night. All right, minor arcana message. Minor arcana oracle message. It was 2, wherefore the major. For some of you, Angel Gabriel is around, very active, 1221. Too many, I just was looking for one card. Minor oracle to these energies. Change. Not the nicest card, not the nicest feeling. Not as bad as the 7 of Swords, though, if you know anything about my channel. 5 of Pentacles saying that you have no choice but to be in this. All the perception of what is wrong is a perception. And while it's wrong, it's right. And while it hurts, it's good. And while it hurts, it's healing. And while it's healing, it's painful. There are contradictions to the game. It's all a chance for the ether to filter through all the vortexes of what makes duality in an infinitum that we swim in. All the ego that shows up and takes all this data in. Being told to say, look at, all this data in. 7 of Cups. All the things that you soaked up along the way, subconsciously, consciously, decision-wise, analytically, logically, practically, inevitably, all that stuff. You're like, oh God, I'm a human. Although you've forgotten how human you are. The other message for the 5 of Pentacles, please. Ooh. Look at that, the Lovers. The ego. It's a devil energy that doesn't know if it's operating of light and or of darkness. So it wants to play a game. That's a minor arcana message. How you've been actually so in a warp of light. With all this light, you're here, inquisitive, to see what this is all about. So that's hinting an assumption of that there's darkness within you. There's many ways that got attracted to you. But there's a reason why it's there wanting to be spoken through the lens of who you are. You'll get better the more you lean into understanding feminine and masculine energies of self. see how you can gain some control of your ego. What are the messages? We have Yamoda, starseed. You are a starseed. You're above the narrative. Binaural beats. Stay away from guided meditations. You don't need anyone guiding you. There are all resources out there, but no one needs to extend a hand for you to hold on and rise up to. You can do that all on your own. You can control your ego all of your own. You have the ability to see, at least to feel, what vibrations feel karaya, sata, ala, melodic, harmonic, or against the vibration that it means to be aware of that vibration, little musical note. And for anything that goes against the grain, you could almost smell that as it doesn't belong. It's the ego active just saying it doesn't belong. Is it of darkness? No. It's cautioning you of it. Any other ways to conquer this control over the ego? Truth, aura. You are the light within. You are also the darkness which made your light. Cloud meditation, look up. No guided meditation, look up. Look how clear these messages are. Look how clear the ego knows what it's doing. It's only you that is afraid of what it has already done. All right, we have Gogoro, ego death. Could that be any clearer in this devil series? Enough said. Spirit is loud. And we have silent retreat, silence. So we're going to leave it where it is. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.